Okay, this is a short video on how to set up the RTI notebooks. So the first thing you'd want to do is have the kids put their name on the cover. I don't have a Sharpie with me to do that, but I think you can handle that step. Once you turn inside, the first thing you want to do in here is make a tracker for Renaissance testing that kind of looks like this. It just says Ren test scores in progress. Columns are date, GE for grade equivalent, and change, where they'll have to subtract the grade equivalent from the current test from the prior test to see if they're growing. Oh yeah, I wanted to write at the top goal. Goal is something, but we can get to that later. Just number down the side, 1 to 11. They've already taken one test, and if we're testing about every 3 weeks, then they should have 10 more tests in the next 5-6 week periods. At the bottom, for Miss Catala, we have the graph version of the tracker. So going up the sides, I would start at about 2 for a second grade equivalent and go up to 6. Gosh, I hope they make it up there. And then just the test numbers going across the bottom from 1 to 11. So pretty easy. Might want to have rulers on hand for those kiddos who will want that. Sorry about the noise. And I did kind of split just because of spacing on my notebook. I split this last line and put the number between there. Okay, so that's that page. Turning the page, I just labeled it multiplication grids. Nothing more to do there other than I did put these little tabs on the side with some Scotch tape. So it just makes it easy for them to get to it. All right, so last thing to kind of section off the notebook. If you go about halfway to the halfway, so this is not quite set up exactly the way I want you to do it, so hopefully you can bear with me on it. If you flip to halfway, that's stuff, but I feel like they might need more space than that. So then I found halfway of the first section, so about 25 pages or so. It doesn't have to be precise, but if you just take this first chunk and take that halfway, do this page at about that spot. So about 25 pages in, give or take. We're going to section it off so it says scratch paper and work area. Again, I used just some folded Scotch tape to make a little. And then I did an example. So on the right side of the paper, on the left side of the paper, we have the first attempt and the example. So I have an example of long division with an error. On the right side of the paper, I have correction and reflection. So here was my mistake. 7 times 4 is actually 28, not 27. I redid the problem and got the correct answer and circled it. At the bottom, I have another one. Write this as a percent. And I showed my work and I got it right. So at the side, I just put correct. And that's all we really have to do to set up these notebooks. Let me know if you have questions. And again, sorry for the noise. Thanks.